That's what I'm doing. And Maybell steps up to the plate, and here comes the first pitch. And it's called ball one by the home plate umpire. Hillman toes the rubber, throws home. And it's in there for strike one. Top of the first inning, this game just getting underway. First batter, Blake Maybell, still at the dish. And he hits it over to the left side of the infield. The second baseman is able to stop it from the shortstop is able to stop it from getting into the outfield, but he is unable to make a play, and Maybell is safe down at first. Now batting is the left-handed hitter Ryan Larkin, who's the Cardinals' third baseman. Runner on first. Throw over to first. And Maybell's back in there safe. Pitcher looks in for the sign from his catcher. And he throws over to first again. And Maybell's back in time, standing up this time. Kid's got a fairly quick move over to first. Next pitch is bunted, popped up, and foul, and out of play. So Larkin steps back into the batter's box with an 0-1 count on him. Throw over to first. And Maybell back in safely, standing up once again. Next pitch is inside, and it hits Larkin. So that puts him aboard, pushes Maybell over to second base, and brings Blake Putnam up to bat from the right-hand side of the plate. Still nobody out, 2 on for the Cards. Here's the pitch to Putnam, and it's high. Ball one. Looks down to Coach Harper for the sign. Steps back in the box. Wide open stance. Here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball that didn't break much. And it stays inside for ball two. Wind's picked back up again. There's a big cut from Putnam for strike one. It's blowing slightly in and sort of from left to right, off and on, but mostly in, I'd say. Next pitch is high for a ball. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike. And nothing score here in the first. 2 men on. And Putnam takes ball 4. And Tyler Gregg comes up to bat, designated hitter in this game, with ducks on the pond. First pitch on the inside corner, a breaking ball for strike one. It was not to Tyler's liking, and he didn't offer. Here comes the next pitch. And he rips it high down the left field line. It's going foul, and it's out of play. So we've still got a 0-0 score here in the top of the first. Tyler swung at a pitch that he probably shouldn't have. Fouled it back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. The count. Here comes the next pitch. Goes behind Tyler. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Greg. Designated hitter steps back in the box. Pitcher takes a look at the bases. Now he throws home. Tyler turns on an inside pitch and rips it foul. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch. It's popped up. Second baseman moving over toward it. Now the first baseman. And he makes the catch in foul territory. So everybody stays put. And there's 1 out. Now the wind did have some impact on that hit ball by Tyler Gregg. Here's Kelton Price. He pops it foul up over the press box. Left fielder for the Cardinals, facing an 0-2 pitch. Bases still loaded, 1 out. That one's up and in. Kelton leans away from it and takes ball 1. 1-1 the count. 1 out. And the next pitch is inside. Takes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch is a little high. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Kelton Price will look for a pitch to his liking. Is this it? Well, it was right down the middle, but he fouled it back over the press box. So the count is full. The umpire collects a few extra baseballs. Puts them in those big belt pockets. And the pitch comes in down the middle. Takes it to the right side. And the throw to first just gets Price. And plates a run. So he picks up an RBI as Blake Mabwell scores. Ryan Larkin moves to third. Putnam to second. And first base will be vacant as Nick Huff, the Cardinals' right fielder, steps up to bat with 2 outs. No balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. It drops in for a pretty breaking ball. Strike 1. Takes a look at the runners, throws home, and it's a fastball down the middle, and he fouls it back into the screen. Does Nick Huff. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first. Cardinals have already scored 1. Next pitch. Oh, wow, that was hard to take. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is low and away for ball 3. Here comes the pitch, and Nick pops it up on the infield, and the pitcher steps over and gloves it. And that's the inning. So the Cardinals pick up 1 run here in the first, just like they did in the first game of this doubleheader. And they take a 1-0 lead after a half inning of play. We'll be back to Clarksville shortly.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere
Makes everything taste great.
Williams Tractor is a proud.
Welcome back, Cardinals fans, to Clarksville, Arkansas. Ben Silvas is taking his warm-up tosses as he prepares to throw his first pitches of this game here in the bottom of the first. There's the throw down to second. And the leadoff man again is going to be Juan Hernandez, the center fielder. He finished up doing the pitching duties for a brief period at the end of the game for Clarksville. First pitch from Silvas right down the middle, and it's hit to third base and booted. It bounces over to Maywell at second, and he can't get a handle on it. So the first runner is aboard. And the next batter is going to be Weston Woodward, and he's a second baseman. Silvas takes a look over at first base, takes another. Now he throws home, up and in. Ball one. Silvas checks the runner again. Throws to the plate. Up and in. Strike or ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Silvas gets the sign, checks over at first, checks again, throws home, swing and a miss. It's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Weston Woodward. Ben Silvas, a tall, lanky right-hander for the Cardinals. He's a fun kid to be around. Never gets too excited about anything. That pitch is off the catcher's glove and back to the backstop, and the runner will trot down to second. Catcher Caleb Reagan goes out to talk to Silvas for some reason. And now he comes back to his spot behind the dish. And Woodward digs in again with a 3-1 count. Runner on second. Nobody out. Pitch from Silvas. It's hit to shortstop. Maybell boots it, picks it up, throws down there to Vincent for the out. Advances the runner to third base. That's Hernandez, and he's going to be over there in scoring position. With one out. So here comes Slayton Cadell. Swing and a miss. Had a breaking ball. 0-1, one out. Cards up 1-0. Bottom of the first. Here comes Silvas' pitch. Inside. Moves the count to 1-1. Silvas gets the sign, takes a look over at third, throws home, low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So the count's 2-2, not 3-2. 2-2. There's a pitch outside. He swings at it. It gets away from Caleb. Runner's going to be safe at home, and the batter is safe at first. So that ties the game up 1-1 with 1 out here in the first inning. Runner on first base. Silvas gets the sign, looks over at first, takes another peek, and he comes home with the pitch. Swung on and fouled down the left field line. Hit something hard out there and bounced way over into fair territory. So the batter, Ashlock, digs back in. It's no balls and 1 strike to him. Here's the pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even up on Reed Ashlock. And the pitch. It's popped up and out of play. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Silvas looks over at first. He throws home, low and away. Runner going. Caleb throws down to second. And the runner's in there safely. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Reed Ashlock, the batter, first baseman for the Panthers. We're in the second game of a doubleheader tonight. Cardinals won the first game 6-0. Silvas pitches, ball's low and away. Full count to Reed Ashlock. Waits on his sign, he gets it. takes a look at second, and he throws to second. Runner's back in safely. Blake Putnam came over to take that throw from his second base position. That runner in scoring position with 1 out. And a full count on the batter, Ashlock. There's the pitch. And he fouls it out of play down the right side. Silvas takes a couple of looks at second base. Now he throws home, and the bat is placed to the ball, but it goes foul. Down the third baseline. Out in front of that one just a little bit was Reed Ashlock, so he comes back and dusts his bat off. Steps back in the box. Silvas lets that right arm dangle while he's watching for the sign. Ball in the glove. Now he's up and ready to pitch. And he throws. And it's a hit down the left field line. Multi-base hit. Ball comes in to the third baseman after Kelton Price picked it up out there in left field, and another run scores, putting Clarksville on top 2-1. So we're back where we were with 1 out and a runner on second, except that one more run has been put on the home side of the scoreboard. Up to bat is Villarreal. Daniel Villarreal. The pitch outside, ball 1. Villarreal, the left fielder for this Panther club. Next pitch from Silvas. A little bit inside. He fists it down the first base line where it rolls harmlessly into foul territory. Vincent picks it up, flips it back to his pitcher, and everybody goes back where they were. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Clarksville's got a 2-1 lead in this one. Next pitch is hit to Putnam at second, makes a quick throw over to Vincent at first, and that's the second out. Meanwhile, the base runner, that's Ashlock. He's moved on down to third base. But there's 2 out now as Garrett Woodward steps to the dish. He's the shortstop in this contest for Clarksville. The pitch, breaking ball that didn't break much, stayed inside for ball 1. You really get kind of a feeling that Ben's just really trying to find it right now. Next pitch is a little bit in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. He's ready to pitch again, and that one plunks Woodward right in the back. Breaking ball certainly didn't do any damage. Coach Harper wants to go out and talk to his young right-hander. And since he's the coach, he can do that. And he does. Caleb Reagan, the catcher, joins him out there on the mound. So Coach Harper trying to calm his pitcher down. He's got 2 outs. Runners on first and third. If he can dispatch with this next hitter, be out of trouble in this inning. That next hitter is going to be Hunter Lassiter, the catcher. Coach Harper returns to the dugout, and Caleb back to his spot behind the plate. Silvas is looking for his sign. He gets it. He checks both runners, checks them again. Now he throws. Breaking ball for a strike on the inside corner. No balls and one strike. He gets ahead of this batter, Hunter Lassiter. Next pitch is low for ball one. Count even now at 1-1. 2 outs, runners on the corners for Clarksville. Ben Silvas looks for his sign, takes a look at first. He's ready to throw, and he does. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Silvas is a strike away from getting out of this mess. Comes home with a 1-2 pitch, and it's in there for strike 3. And he catches Lassiter looking, and that's the inning with no further damage done. So Clarksville picks up 2 runs in that inning on 1 hit with 2 errors and 2 men left on base. We'll be back in just a moment in Clarksville.
Supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Sacheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Sacheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Sacheries.
Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony Sacheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Sacheries makes everything taste great.
We came to our best.
Welcome back to the Quiet Press Box in Clarksville, Arkansas. I take back everything bad I said about the Adele song. We just didn't know how good we had it. Well, the Cardinals come up to start the second inning in an unfamiliar position on this day. They're behind 2-1. Leading off the inning will be Drew Vinson, first baseman. First pitch to Drew is a breaking ball, which he swings at and misses. Next pitch, fouled off to the right side, out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Drew, and it's he calls a strike on the outside corner. Caught just a hair of it for out number 1. So that's going to bring up Caleb Reagan, the Cardinals catcher. He comes to bat with 1 out. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back here toward the press box. Here comes the next delivery. Breaking ball that I guess was a little bit high for a ball. So it's 1-1. That sidearm delivery sails outside by quite a bit. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Caleb. And Caleb rips it down the left field line, and it's a fair ball. And it's going to go for extra bases. Caleb's headed for second, and he's going to say, that's plenty. And he stops there. Caleb Reagan picks up his first hit of the year. It's nice to get off that schneid. Good job, Caleb. Next batter is going to be Trenton McChristian, Cardinal center fielder. McChristian has certainly improved his batting average from last year. It's up around 280. First pitch is a breaking ball, and it's inside for ball 1 to McChristian. Reagan's down at second with 1 out. 1-0 count to McChristian. And the pitch. McChristian hits it to the shortstop, who throws to third. And Caleb almost gets in a pickle. But now they throw wide down there at second base, and he's going to go ahead and advance to third. So he had to run about 180 feet to go 90. But he's there on third base in scoring position with 1 out. McChristian safe at first. Runners on the corners. And up to bat, the guy with the best batting average on the team, Blake Madewell. His on-base percentage is over 600. Coming into this game, he's hitting about 460, somewhere in that neighborhood. So if you got a runner in scoring position, this is a good guy to have at the dish. First pitch to Madewell is a ball. Oh, no, it's not. Second base is stolen by McChristian, and then the umpire tells us that was a strike. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Madewell stands in again. Runners on second and third. He lays a bunt down the first base line, and it's a beauty. And they try to tag him, and they don't. And we got a runner. Oh, the field ump has called him out. And they're going to go to the home plate umpire and ask him what he saw. And we'll see. Run's going to score no matter what. They've called him out. From my vantage point, which is not the ideal vantage point to see this, they never tagged him. And Coach Harper is vociferously making that point to both umpires at one time right now. The field ump was almost completely screened from being able to see it. And the home plate umpire, I'm assuming, said, I didn't see enough to overrule it. And I feel certain that somewhere in here, Coach Harper has said, that's not very good. And he'd be right. He and the home plate umpire are still having a debate. And now they seem to have it settled that they're not going to settle it. So the umpire's decision does settle it with 2 outs now. The Cardinals put another run on the board. And it's tied 2-2. And the first pitch comes in to Ryan Larkin. And he fouls it off to the left side, over the fence and out of play. And he'll step back into the box with an 0-1 count. 2 outs. Runner at third. Next pitch is a little high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch, a little high again. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Larkin stands in. The next pitch. Fastball high and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. So Larkin can look for the pitch he really loves. And if it's there, take a rip at it. And he doesn't like that one any. I can't tell if it hit him or if it just went behind him, but he's on first either way. There were 3 balls. I didn't see the umpire raise his arms, so we're going to assume that's just ball 4. So now we've got 2 runners on the corners. And at bat for the Cardinals is Blake Putnam, the second baseman. Putnam with that open stance. Pitcher takes a look at the runners, throws home. Strike 1. Outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. It's up and in. Breaking ball that didn't do much. And the count's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is tapped toward the shortstop. He makes a throw, and he just gets Putnam over there at first base. Just got him. And made a good play to do so, because that ball took a while to get to the charging shortstop. So that's the end of the inning. The Cardinals do accomplish the retying of the game. And they make it 2-2 as we head for the bottom of the second inning, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zoom is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco, which speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zoom delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Welcome back to Clarksville, Arkansas. Ben Silva's takes the mound again. And his first pitch of the second inning is up in the eyes of Preston Davis, the third baseman for Clarksville. He takes a big hack at it. Strike one. 0-1 pitch. Up and in. Ties up the count at 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Game's tied 2-2. Silvas winds and throws. Davis takes another pitch. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Comes Silvas with a 2-1 offering. Right down the middle, a fastball swung on way late and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scores 2-2. Second inning. That one's outside. Full count now on Davis. Here comes the pitch from Silvas, and he fouls it back. That one was a little high and in on his hands, but he's in a position where he needs to protect, so Davis fouled it off. We'll do the full count pitch again. Here it comes, and that one's inside. He takes it. In fact, it must have hit him a little because the umpire raised his hands and said dead ball and sent the runner on down there, even though it was a 3-ball count anyway. Worked out the same if it had hit him or it hadn't. So now here comes Braden Nelson. He's a right fielder. First pitch to Nelson. He lays down a bunt. Silvas picks it up, throws to first. Vincent has it for the out, and the runner Davis moves on over to second. So we go back to the top of the order. That's old Juan Hernandez, the center fielder. He's been doing the leadoff duties all afternoon for these Panthers. 2 balls and 2 strikes, bottom of the second, 1 out. Runner on second base for Clarksville. The pitch to Hernandez is called strike 1. We'll take it. Silvas throws to second. The runner's back safely. Putnam took the throw out there, gets it back to his pitcher. Silvas looking for the sign. He's got it. Takes a look at the runner at second again. Now he throws home. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. That's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Juan Hernandez. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch. No, he throws back to second again. This time the runner's in standing up, so I suppose Silvas has accomplished the goal of getting that runner to shorten his lead a bit. Coach Brad Vincent here would have told him to extend it based on what happened before. There is a soft fly ball down the third baseline, and it's caught by the third baseman, Ryan Larkin, for out number 2. So we have a 2-2 score, 2 outs, and coming up to bat is Weston Woodward. Silvas checks the runner at second. He throws home. Just on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and one strike to Woodward. Here comes Silvas. And that pitch is fouled off to the right side, out of play. Sounds like Coach Harper is just yelling out random state names at this point. I heard him holler out California, but I think it's part of the signals. It's indecipherable to me, though, which is a good thing for signals to be. There's a throwback to second. Runner gets back in safely. Ball gets away, but not so much that the runner could do anything about it. He was down on his tummy getting dirty at the time. So we're back to where we were. 0-2 count. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a breaking ball. Fouled off to the right side. Once again. No balls and 2 strikes still. Runner takes his lead. Pitcher takes a look. Now he throws home. And it's a tapper back to Silvas on the mound. He throws to Vincent for the putout. And we go to the top of the 3rd inning. And this game is tied 2-2.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Chachere's
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Chachere's
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Chachere's
Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning.
Welcome back to Clarksville. Rob Hadley here, along with Ron Petrie, our cameraman, and our statistician, Brad Vinson. Can you spell statistician, Brad? No, because he's a statistician, not an English teacher. First pitch of the 3rd inning, on its way to Tyler Gregg. And he takes it for ball 1. It's a lot better when those guys don't have microphones, let me tell you. They're going to requisition one. Tyler pops it up out toward center field. And the center fielder comes in and makes a circus catch. Tyler's out. So that's going to bring up Kelton Price, left fielder for the Cards. And the pitch to Price, fouled off. Rolls over by the Panthers dugout. Luke Hillman, the pitcher for Clarksville. Toes the rubber. He's got an 0-1 count on the batter. Throws it into Kelton. It's outside, a breaking ball for ball 1. 1-1 now. 1 out. As we're in the top of the 3rd inning. The next pitch, inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kicks and he fires, and Kelton hits it nicely into the gap out in right center. He's rounding first, headed for second. He's going full steam, but he's going to hold up there because they made a good throw into the second baseman. So Kelton Price is on second with 1 out, giving Nick Huff an RBI opportunity. Hillman takes a look at the runner. Now he throws home, inside, and it gets away from the catcher, comes back to the screen, and there goes Price on down to third. So now he's just 90 feet away with 1 out, and he'd sure like to get him home to give the Cardinals a 3-2 lead in this ball game. Here's Nick Huff taking a pitch, and it's high for ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Nick Huff. He fouls that one off, and it just dribbles a few feet from home down the third baseline. So close that the umpire himself goes and picks it up. Umpire puts his mask back on, returns to his position. Nick's in his. Pitcher's ready. Runner on third. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he just got a piece of an outside curveball. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Huff waits on the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's outside. Full count now to Nick Huff, Cardinals right fielder. And that one was just inside. Breaking ball, stayed inside, and now there's runners on the corners for the Cardinals. Tie ball game, 2-2 here in the top of the third, 1 out. And Drew Vinson comes up to bat. He's looking down to Coach Harper for a complicated set of signs. He receives them. He digs in. Pitcher checks both runners. Now he throws home. And Drew attempts a bunt. It's an outside curveball. And he just nicked a piece of it. For strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to Drew Vinson. Here come the signs again. And now he's ready. Here's the pitcher, Luke Weston. He throws it. It's a curveball. And Vincent swings away and hits it foul. Harmlessly it will fall down the right field side over the fence. So now an 0-2 count to Drew. Weston throws. Drew swings and fouls it back. Had him timed out pretty well. Ball came straight back. Stays alive. It's 0-2 with 1 out. Runner down at third base. That's Kelton Price. And there's a pitch that gets away from the catcher. Here comes Kelton. He scores easily. Drew stands back in. Huff is advanced to second. And the Cardinals have the lead 3-2. Foul back to the right side. Vincent extends this at bat. and perhaps Luke Weston's patience. The Panther hurler throws it, and Drew hits it up the middle for a base hit. Coming around from second, hard to score, is Nick Huff. And the ball looked like it might have beat him, but the catcher dropped it for just a second as he came by. And Drew picks up an RBI and ends up at second base. What are we calling that there, Coach? Single and a second on the throw? But that doubles the lead. It's 4-2 now. And things are still cranking for the Cardinals. Here comes Caleb Reagan. Luke Weston, the pitcher for Clarksville, takes a look down at second. And he throws a breaking ball, a perfect one for a strike. No balls, one strike. One out here in the top of the third. And he throws a fastball right down the middle, but a little high. So now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Weston. Breaking ball inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the Cardinal catcher, who got a nice double earlier in this ball game. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Reagan. Now he's got to protect. That one's high and inside. Didn't have to think too much about that one. And he's got a full count. So runner at second, 1 out. Caleb Reagan with a full count on him. Here comes the pitch. It's a curveball. He hits it to center field. It drops in front of the center fielder. Here comes Drew to third, where he's safe. And Caleb Reagan is safely aboard at first. And Trenton McChristian steps up to bat. Your announcer will now see if he can properly update the scoreboard on your screen. There we go. But there's no way I can keep up with those balls and strikes, folks. There's just no way. I can either do that or do this. Runners on the corners, pitch outside for ball 1 to Trenton McChristian. Still just 1 out. Caleb's down there at first, taking his lead. Drew Vincent down at third, taking his. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And now Reagan is down at second, safely. So it's 1-1, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And Reagan hits it toward right field. It's up in the air. It's probably catchable, but it's probably also going to score Drew Vincent. It does, and Caleb advances to third. So an RBI there for Caleb Reagan. For Trenton McChristian. Caleb Reagan's down at third. That was a nice job to take that ball to the opposite field and get it deep enough to score the run. Here comes Blake Madewell in the leadoff spot for the Cardinals. The first pitch way up over his head for ball 1. 2 outs now. And Caleb Reagan is hoping that he'll get to add to the scoring total. from down there at third base. Next pitch is a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, low and in the dirt, and it's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's the old low and in the dirt strike. Fools them every time. Well, Mabwell takes a hack at that one, knocks it foul. So the count's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Caleb Reagan on third base, itching to score. There's the pitch. It's high. And now there's a full count to Blake Madewell. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out to end the inning. So after scoring 3 runs, the Cardinals now have a 5-2 lead as we head toward the bottom of the 3rd inning. And they get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. So we'll be back to talk to you a little bit more about this ball game with the bottom of the 3rd in just a moment.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps in it.
Well, we're back, folks, here in Clarksville, Arkansas. And it's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cardinals have staked a 5-2 lead in this one. And leading off the inning for the Panthers is going to be Slayton Cadell, their designated hitter. First pitch from Silvas is a strike. Here comes his second offering. Nice pitch. Low in the zone. And it's 0-2 on the designated hitter. The next pitch. He takes a swing at it, dribbles it down the right field line. And Silvas runs over, picks it up, throws to Vincent at first. And he gets the out by an eyelash. The next one up to bat for the Panthers is Reed Ashlock. He's their first baseman. 1 out now. First pitch is pop-up. Caleb's out there calling for it. He picks it up and gets it. So just that quickly, 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. This is more like the pace of that first game. It's a pace I like. Here comes Daniel Villarreal. First pitch to him is dribbled down toward third base. And Villarreal beats out the throw from Ryan Larkin. Just barely. And so he's going to be safe at first with an infield hit. So that brings up Garrett Woodward, the shortstop. Silva's waiting for his sign. He's got it, takes a look at first, peeks again. Now he throws home. Breaking ball is fouled off to the left side. No balls and one strike with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, Cardinals have a 5-2 lead. And Silvas makes a fairly rare for him throw over to first base. Just to remind Villarreal of the 10th commandment, thou shalt not steal. That one's fouled off. So we'll do 0-2 again. Still 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Villarreal down at first base. Garrett Woodward at bat in an 0-2 hole. Silvas comes home with the pitch. And Woodward hits it. But the shortstop, Madewell, slides over behind second base. I should say he glides over behind second base. Makes the catch of the soft liner. And that's the inning. So at the end of 3 complete, the Cardinals are on top of the Panthers 5-2. We'll be back shortly.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on Razor XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Okay, folks, we're back here in Clarksville. And leading off the inning is going to be Ryan Larkin. Takes a big cut at the first pitch and comes up with nothing to show for it but strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Larkin. And it's low and in for a ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes after that foul ball. Nobody out for the Cardinals here in the top of the 4th. Larkin waits on the 1-2 pitch. And he taps it foul down the first base line. Blake Putnam picks up his bat for him, and Larkin comes back from his hustle down to first to face a 1-2 pitch from the Panthers hurler. Here it comes, high and outside, 2-2. And here's Hillman's 2-2 pitch. Just inside. Now we have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. And he makes contact, hits it over to the right side of the infield. Second baseman nabs it, throws over to first for the out. So next is Blake Putnam, second baseman for the Cardinals. He'll bat with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And the first pitch to Putnam, right down central. Strike 1. Next pitch, breaking ball. Makes contact, but it's going foul, out of play. So the count goes to 0-2 on Putnam. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner, and that's strike 3. So there are 2 outs. As Tyler Gregg comes to bat, Cardinals designated hitter. If you're wondering, the wind has eased back a bit. First pitch is a ball outside. That breeze has blown harder today. Mostly it's been blowing in. There's a strike called to Tyler Gregg. To a hitter like Tyler, it's been blowing straight in. He fouls that one straight back. He had it timed well. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. There's the pitch, and he pops it up. Third baseman gets under it, catches it, squeezes his glove, and that's the inning. So the Cardinals pick up no runs in that inning on no hits. And no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll be back in Clarksville in just a moment as the Cardinals still are on top after 3.5, 5-2.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
America's most innovative off-road vehicles are all on sale during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Get our biggest rebate ever on RZR XP 1000. Save $1,000 on remaining 2015s while they last. Get our lowest price ever on Ace 4x4. This all-new off-road experience is just $64.99 after rebate. Get the year's best deals during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Hey there, sport.
Welcome back to Clarksville again, folks. We're glad to have you watching tonight on PG Telco. And here comes the first pitch from Ben Silvas in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and dribbled toward first. Vincent takes it himself and gets the out. So now up to bat, after Preston Davis made the first out, is Braden Nelson, the right fielder. And here comes Braden up to hit. Here's the pitch, up and in. So the count's 1-1 on Braden Nelson. I'm sorry. That's Preston Davis? So Lassiter made the first out. Okay, thank you. Well, of course it's Preston Davis. He's wearing Preston Davis's number right on his back. Here's Silva's throwing again. And it's a strike on the outside corner. This fellow's been calling that all day. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's the next one to Davis. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Caleb picks it up, tags the runner for the 2nd out. So now we have Braden Nelson. He was so anxious to get up to bat, I thought he was. Now he is. Here it comes from Ben, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Two outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, tapped foul. So Nelson finds himself quickly in an 0-2 hole. Silvas fires, and Nelson strikes out on a high pitch, swinging at it. So that's the end of the inning, just like that, and the Panthers get no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Silva sets them down 1, 2, 3. And we'll be back with the top of the 5th in just.
Not a cloud in sight. I hope it doesn't rain today.
Not a cloud in sight. I really hope it doesn't rain today.
Code red. Thunderstorms? Flash floods? Possible tornado? Guess I better not go out today.
Oh man, it's really raining. Hope I can make it through the storm.
It's raining pretty hard. Good thing I stayed home today.
Sign up for Code Red at the Farmington website or download the app. It could save your life.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
America's most innovative
Welcome back to Clarksville. And the Clarksville pitcher is taking his pre-inning warm-up tosses. Luke Hillman's been hurling since the first of this game for the Panthers. Leading off the inning for the Cardinals is going to be Kelton Price, the left fielder. And we've all settled back down and turned off the music and ready for the inning to begin. Here's the first pitch from Hillman. It's high, ball 1. Next pitch is fouled off, out of play to the right. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 5th, nobody out. Next pitch to Kelton Price, low and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, nobody out. Here's the next pitch from Hillman. It's on that outside corner. And it is strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count evened up for Kelton Price. And he hits it between the third baseman and the shortstop. Shortstop got a glove on it and shoved it over a bit, but was unable to make any kind of play, and Kelton safe at first. That's going to bring Nick Huff up to bat. Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Throw to first. Kelton's back in safely. Nick's still waiting to receive the first pitch to him from Hillman in this inning. Hillman takes another look over at Kelton at first. Now he throws a pitch. It's outside, gets away from the catcher, but not so far that anything happens because of it. And Kelton Price is back at first base. Nick's looking down to Coach Harper for the sign. Luke Hillman, the Panther hurler, throws it in. Here goes a bunt attempt. It goes very high, and the catcher had it in his glove, but it popped out. Falls harmlessly for a strike instead of an out. And Nick sort of breathed a sigh of relief over that. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Hillman. Outside, runner goes, and he's easily safe at second base. Kelton Price in there in scoring position now. And the count is 2-1 on Huff. Here's the pitch, a little bit high, but he takes a hack at it, fouls it back. Two and two the count. Kelton Price down at second, just itching to take off for home. Nick Huff stands in. The pitch, breaking ball, but over but high. So now we got a full count on Huff. Hillman checks the runner. Now he throws. It's in the dirt. And it's ball 4. So Nick Huff goes down to first base. There are runners on first and second. Nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th inning, and the Cardinals have a 3-run lead. And that brings Drew Vinson to the plate. Had to hit his last time up. Cardinals first baseman squares to bunt. Lays it down. It's a beauty. Runners advance. Throw to first. Gets Vinson. But he did his job, and he did it well. So now runners are at second and third. And that brings Caleb Reagan up to bat. So Reagan's 2 for 2 in this game. The man with the numbers says he is. First 2 hits of the year, and they both come in this game. There's a good hit out toward left field. If it's going to get down, it might. It does. It goes to the wall. Center fielder picks it up. He throws it back in. Caleb safely at second, and 2 runs will score for the Cardinals. So it's now a 7-2 ball game. Inside to Trenton McChristian, who stands in now. Here's a pitch that's fouled straight back by Trenton McChristian. So now the count's 1-1. There's one out. The Cardinals now have a 5-run lead in the top of the 5th. And the next pitch is a ball. Comes by, or it's swung at though. Yeah, he swung at it, but it went back to the screen, and so Caleb's able to go on down to third base. So Reagan's at third. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. McChristian fouls it back. He's staying alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Another runner in scoring position for the Cardinals. There's the pitch to Trenton. And Trenton knocks in a run with a base hit to center field. Just got past the shortstop. So the Cardinals' lead is now 8-2. And we head to the top of the order with Blake Madewell. Hey, you got the right? Have I got the right inning on there? Yeah, I do. Except I got a small T on top. Oh well. At least it says the right thing for a few seconds. So Hernandez is coming in pitch, right? He's been playing center field, and he pitched a little bit. I'm not sure how many pitches he threw at the end of the game previous to this one. And he's taking his warm-up tosses. And as he does so, we'll take a brief break.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Not a cloud in sight.
We'll have to hear about Code Red later. Well, Cardinals fans, we're back in Clarksville. We're glad you're with us tonight. New pitcher's been warming up for the Panthers. His name is Juan Hernandez. He plays center field most of the time and pitches in relief roles, apparently. He's done so twice today. His first appearance was fairly brief. We're at the top of the order, and Blake Madewell is going to come up to bat for the Cardinals with 1 out and a runner on first in the person of Trenton McChristian. Is that right? Yeah. And here comes the pitch to Madewell. And it's low for a ball. And Trenton jets on down to second base. That one's got a pretty good set of wheels on him. Madewell stands in. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls it off to the right side, out of play. I mean, that's way out of play. That was over in the football field, I think. Which isn't terribly far, but it's uphill. Next pitch, down the middle. Madewell hits it to the second baseman. He gets it, throws it to first for the out. Moves the runner over, though. So Trenton finds himself down at third with 2 out and Ryan Larkin up to bat. Ryan Larkin, the Cardinals' third baseman. Cardinals have an 8-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. Hernandez had a little conference with his catcher there for some reason or another, and now he's ready to throw again. He toes the rubber, looks at the runner at third, and now he throws home. Pitch is outside to the lefty for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Hernandez is a little high and outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Hernandez is a bit slower worker. Next one comes in. It's fouled off to the left side. For strike 1. So the count is 2-1 on Larkin. Here's the pitch. It's inside. He scoots his legs out of the way, and the count goes to 3-1. Hernandez looks at third. Now he throws home. And it's high, ball 4. Larkin's on. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Cardinals with a 6-run lead. And up to bat is Will Dannenauer, batting in place of Blake Putnam. And so now we wait for the umpire to make the changes to his card. And he does. And Dannenauer digs in. The pitch from Hernandez. A little high. That'd be ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Dannenauer hits it. Pitcher grabs it, throws over to first for the out, and that's the inning. So the Cardinals extend their lead to 6 runs, 8-2. They get 3 runs that inning on 3 hits, no errors, and there was 1 man left on base. We'll be back in Clarksville with you in just a moment.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Not a cloud in sight. I hope it doesn't rain.
Well, we're back in Clarksville. Glad to have you folks with us tonight. Cardinals have an 8-2 lead going into the bottom of the 5th in this one. And I should fix your screen there to say bottom of the 5th. Ben Silvas steps to the mound. First pitch from Silvas is fouled off down the left side. In the third inning, Ben threw 8 pitches. In the fourth inning, he threw 9 pitches. So he has really settled in after the early going and has been cranking out strikes. That one's not, though. It's high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Silvas. And the batter calls timeout. That batter is now the pitcher, Juan Hernandez. Silvas throws to his counterpart. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, foul back. Off to the right a little bit. Reagan goes out to have a little conference with Silvas. Whatever it is, it didn't take long. Caleb's headed back behind the plate. Hernandez is ready. So is Silvas. Here comes the pitch. Little low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one's outside. So now the count is full against Juan Hernandez. And here comes Silvas with the full count offering. And he hits it down the third baseline. Third baseman grabs it, throws over to first. Vincent has it for the put out. Very, very nice play. By Larkin. Coming up to bat now is going to be Weston Woodward. Woodward, the second baseman for these Panthers. Ben kicks and fires a breaking ball. It's in the dirt for ball 1. One out, 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Fastball is up and in. So the count goes to 2-0 on Woodward. And the next pitch from Silvas just on the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, nice breaking ball. Cuts back over the plate. Looked like it was going to be inside, and then it just put up a Remax sign and made a move. Next pitch is fouled up into the lights, blows the light out. Glass is falling everywhere. There's pandemonium. I don't think anybody's hurt, folks. The ball may have glass embedded in it, Coach Harper says. I could not see it hit the lights, but I knew it hit one because I saw the flash from the lights. Looked like somebody was up there shooting pictures. And then we heard the glass break. Then it came down. Yeah, Coach Ron, our cameraman is going to have to act a little faster. Now, it is a problem. We are a one-camera operation, which I'm sure you've noticed at home. There's the score of people who have come out to the ball game this evening. Farmington fans have traveled well today, actually. There's more of them here than there are. Next pitch is a strike, and that's a strikeout. So there's 2 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. And up to bat comes Mason. What's his name? Schuchter? Schuchter. Mason Schuchter's into pinch hit. And the pitch is inside for a ball. So the count 1-0. Next pitch. Just a hair low. Scoreboard says 2-0, but I think the umpire had 3 fingers up. Next pitch. That's a strike. Yep, it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch. Takes a cut at it, Mason does, and it goes foul. Dribbles off to the right. Caleb picks it up, throws it back out there to Ben. Full count, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So that's the inning. After 5, the Cardinals still lead this ball game, and they lead it by a score of 8-2. We'll be back in just a few.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app. I use it to deposit checks, snap the pictures, enter a few things, and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it. What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in a drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packed?
Well, we're back. And the Cardinals enter the 6th inning with an 8-2 lead. And coming up to bat in this one is going to be Blake Vineyard. Where's he at on my list? There he is. Huh? Drake Vineyard. There he is. And he's batting for Tyler. And it's fouled off to the right side, out of play, as the 6th inning officially gets underway. Hernandez still on the mound for the Panthers. His next pitch cools the belly button of Vineyard as he just scoots out of the way. 1-1 the count. Next pitch, fouled off to the right, out of play. Drake is losing baseballs tonight. at a rapid pace. Next pitch is a breaking ball, and Drake's out in front of it. Pulls it down the left side, a little tapper over toward the dugout. And he faces a 1-2 count. Hernandez kicks, he fires, and it's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Drake Vineyard. Who just entered this game as a pinch hitter. And he hits it to the shortstop, who gloves it, picks it up, throws to first, gets the out. So that's 1 down in the top of the 6th. And coming up to bat for the Cardinals will be Kelton Price. And Price will stand in to face the hurler Hernandez. Here comes Hernandez with the pitch. It's high for a ball. He's 2 for 3 in this game. Next pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Shortstop slides over, picks it up, makes the throw. Dandy play by the shortstop. So there are 2 outs. And that's one of the Woodwards, I think, out there. Yeah, it's Garrett Woodward. He made a very nice play. Next pitch is coming into Nick Huff. And Nick takes strike 1, that low and away strike. Up and in for a ball. It's now 1-1 with 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 6th inning of this 7-inning contest. Next pitch. And he gets a hit between the shortstop and the third baseman. Left fielder picks it up. So it's a single for Nick Huff. And coming up to bat, first baseman Drew Vinson. Drew's done some damage in this ball game. He's 1 for 2. He's knocked in a run or 2. How many there, Dad? First pitch is a strike, fouled off. 0-1 the count to Drew. Kicks and he fires. Breaking ball is inside, maybe a little low. Ball 1. Counts 1-1 to Drew. Hernandez throws to the plate. There's that patented strike again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Drew let that one go by. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch, outside. Drew swings and misses, heads for first. And the first baseman never did touch first, and Drew is down there. Now the question is, was first base occupied by Nick Huff, even though he went ahead toward second? Oh, there's 2 outs, so it's not. Oh, he turned toward the dugout. And so since he turned toward the dugout, they're going to say he's out. Coach Harper doesn't want to argue that much. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cardinals still hold their 8-2 lead, and we'll be back in Clarksville. Hope you'll.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh, yeah. No more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh, yeah. So put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Sachery makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app. I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things.
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention.
Welcome back, Cardinals fans. We're here in Clarksville, Arkansas. Cardinals have already won one game tonight, and they're ahead in the second game, 8-2, as we enter the bottom of the sixth. After 5 innings of pitching, Ben Silvas has thrown 80 pitches over those 5 innings, and he has 6 strikeouts. So that makes 18 strikeouts so far in the doubleheader of Clarksville Panthers by Cardinals pitchers. And the only 2 pitchers there have been in these games are the starting pitchers, Tyler Gregg, who just really put on a masterful performance and carved up the Panthers in the first game of this contest. And the other starter, of course, Ben Silvas, who started this game. He's got 6 outs to get, though, and doesn't want to get ahead of himself. Stepping up to bat is Reed Ashlock. And Ashlock takes the first pitch high for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch is outside. Count goes to 2-0. The 2-0 pitch right down the middle, and it's fouled up and out of here over to the left side. Two balls and 1 strike now. And the pitch is hit out to left field. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Kelton picks it up, throws into second. And the base runner stays at first with a single. So that's going to bring up Daniel Villarreal, the left fielder for Clarksville. There's nobody out here in the 6th inning. Silvas hurls it in there. Curve ball for a strike. But he swung at it too and missed it. So it's no balls and 1 strike to Villarreal. Runner on first. Ben takes a peek at him. Another peek. Comes home with the pitch. Fouled straight back. That's strike 2. So he's way ahead of this guy. No balls, 2 strikes. What'll he do? Nibble a little? Try to get him to chase? Come right at him? We'll see. Looks at the runner at first, throws home, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's 1 out recorded in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the runner at first base, that's going to bring Garrett Woodward, that nifty shortstop, up to bat. That one's high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind's picked up again just a bit. Next pitch is fouled straight back as he just got a piece of it. So that makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike. to Garrett Woodward. Silvas checks on the runner. Now he throws home. Curveball. Outside corner and a bit low for strike 2. We knew that was coming. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Runner on first for Clarksville. Here comes Silvas. And it's fouled straight back. So we'll do it again. Silvas climbs back up to his perch. Gets his sign, takes a look over to first base. Now he peeks at first a couple more times, 3 times. Now he throws home. And that one Woodward just did get a piece of to keep the count at 1-2. Silvas is in a battle with this kid. Throws it in. Woodward fouls it off. How many pitches in this at bat? 6 pitches so far in this at bat.
5 of them strikes.
And 5 of them are strikes. Quality at bat both ways, huh? Next pitch from Silvas. It's a curveball. It's hit to the shortstop. Oh, but he overthrew first base. And it went out of play. And the runners are going to advance to second and third. Oh, we did? Okay, so we got the guy at second, so we just didn't turn the double play. So there's 2 out now. And they got a runner at second base in the person of Woodward, who hung in there until he got something he could hit. And he hit it to the shortstop, Madewell. Madewell stepped on the bag, overthrew first. Now this batter, Hunter Lassiter, calls timeout, steps out of the box after it's granted. Now Silvas gets his sign, checks the runner at second base, and comes home. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Strike 1. Lassiter waits. Silvas gets the sign, looks at the runner at second, looks again. Throws home. It's in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Reagan comes back and picks it up, but not before the runner advances to third. And Lassiter gets back in the box with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, fastball, down the middle. It's off to the right side and just foul. It wasn't by much. Maybe a foot or less. It's hard to see down from this angle exactly how far it was foul, but it was, you could tell it was. Okay, here comes the next one to Lassiter. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Hunter. The pitch is a curveball that's tapped foul. Stays alive, 1-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Clarksville would sure like to get that runner home from third. Silvas would like it to end right here. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it gets away from Caleb. And a throw to first. And he's out. Good throw by Caleb Reagan after the ball got away, and So the run doesn't score. It's a force out at first base. And the score remains 8-2. So we go to the top of the 7th. The Cardinals will be coming up to bat with a 6-run lead, and we'll be back here in Clarksville in just a few.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries, famous Creole seasoning, brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
there's that.
so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest Bank to...
And we'll go back to the first of that one. Welcome back to Clarksville. This is Rob Hadley, and we're entering the 7th inning of the second game of a doubleheader. The first game, the Cardinals won convincingly. Tyler Gregg was the pitcher in that one for the Cardinals. Ben Silvas has been on the hill all evening for the Cardinals in this game. And now coming up to bat to lead off the top of the 7th is going to be Caleb Reagan, the catcher, who's got 3 for 3 tonight. And he's got his 3 for 3 bat with him. So now he's ready to go. Want to know the count to Caleb. And the next pitch is high. 2-0. Hernandez, the relief pitcher for Clarksville. He kicks and fires to the Cardinal catcher. It's outside and low for ball 3. Gets the next one in there for a strike. Caleb took it. 3 balls, 1 strike. He can still be picky. Next one coming in there. Caleb hits it right out there past the second baseman between second and first. And that makes Caleb Reagan 0 for the season until tonight, 4 for 4 in tonight's contest. He has really exploded in this game. Down at first with a single, nobody out. And here comes that center fielder again, Trenton McChristian. And Caleb heads down to second base, and the catcher doesn't even attempt a throw. Caleb had a good jump. Hernandez takes a look at him down there at second. Now he throws home. It's high for ball 2 to McChristian. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. 2-0 pitch is high, ball 3. So it's 3-0 to the Cardinal center fielder. And here comes Hernandez. He kicks, he fires, and it's a ball. So on 4 straight pitches, McChristian is awarded first base on balls. And that brings up the top of the order, and it brings up Blake Madewell. There's the throw. And it's a little outside for ball one. Here's the next pitch from Hernandez. Maybell hits it to second. Throws over to the shortstop for the first into the double play. And then the runner is safe at first. And coming in to score is Caleb Reagan. And then the runner who was at first, who is Madewell, scampers on down to second base. So he was safe on the front end of the double play. They ended up making a bad throw in all of that, and he was able to get all the way home, or all the way to second, and Caleb was able to get home. So that brings up Ryan Larkin with one out and a runner in scoring position at second in the person of Blake Madewell. And the pitch is inside to Larkin, the left-handed batter. And there's a pitch that's fouled straight back for strike one. Next pitch to Larkin. Runner takes off and heads for third, and he's in there easily because the catcher dropped the ball. Maybell was going all the way down there. So Larkin's got a really good RBI chance. And he fouls it back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, it's outside. So there's a full count on Larkin. There's a runner at third base. That's Madewell. And that's ball 4. And it's going to send Larkin down to first, so there'll be runners on the corners. And batting for the second time in this ball game is Will Dannenauer. He's looking down to Coach Harper for signs. Larkin's looking to Coach Harper for signs over there at first. I'm sure Maybell's keeping an eye on it too. There's a ball that's hit toward third base. Grounder. Throw to first, gets the out, but not before a run scores. That's Madewell. And so now the Cardinals are going to have a runner at second base. There are 2 outs. And up to bat is Drake Vineyard. And it's outside in the dirt, gets away from the catcher all the way to the screen, and the runner makes it down to third base. The pitch, it's a bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. To Drake Vineyard, the designated hitter now. He knocks in a run with a base hit up the middle. So now the Cardinals lead this contest 11-2. Ooh, and that one's inside, and I'm not really sure how Kelton got his body out of the way of that. He is both quicker and more flexible than the average bear if he can do that. He taps one back to the pitcher. Oh, the pitcher fumbles it a bit. Then he picks it up, makes the throw to first for the out. And that'll be the third one. And so that stops the Cardinals' 7th inning scoring. So the Redbirds are up 11-2 as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning in this ball game. In that inning, they picked up 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. And we'll take one more break, and we'll be back in just a moment here in Clarksville, Arkansas.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Chachere's.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Chachere's.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Chachere's.
Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony Chachere's.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest.
We're back in Clarksville, and the Cardinals take an 11-2 lead. In this game, in the first 6 innings, Ben Silvas had 8 strikeouts, and he threw 99 pitches on the night. And he had 2 an inning in the last 3 innings. But I'm thinking that by virtue of that 99 pitches, he's been given a rest. And into the ball game has come Cade Fenton to finish things off. And he's got a 2-1 count going here on the batter for the Panthers, who happens to be Preston Davis, the third baseman. Here's a pitch. 3-1 pitch. Outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. So Davis is sent back to the dugout to make room for Braden Nelson to take his hacks, albeit with 1 out. First pitch from Fenton, outside corner, strike 1. Looks like Cade's been watching this ball game. He knows where to put that. Swing and a miss. Hey, folks, right up there where it says top 7 on your screen, upper left, pretend it says bottom 7. Next pitch. Ooh, just a little high. One and 2 the count. And the pitch from Fenton is a breaking ball that looked like it might drop in there, but it just landed inside a bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Outside. Full count. So it's a full count to Braden Nelson, the right fielder. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And so the Cardinals are 1 out away from a doubleheader sweep of conference games in Clarksville. That'd be okay. Juan Hernandez up to bat. He's a leadoff hitter. No, that's not Juan. Somebody else has come in for Juan. That's Juan. Yeah, it's him. Is he still pitching, or did they bring somebody else in? I guess he's still pitching. And the next pitch is bouncing. We're hoping he doesn't get a chance to pitch again. So it's a 2-0 count on Hernandez. Here comes the pitch from Fenton, and it's another one in the dirt. So it's 3-0. Coach Harper encouraging his young pitcher to work it back right here, and he throws it in there right down central. Fastball, 3 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch is foul back to the screen. So now it's a full count. So far, Fenton has been to a full count on every batter he's faced. So far, it's worked out swimmingly. Next pitch, a curveball. It's a beauty. He takes a hack at it, strikes out, ends the ball game, and the Cardinals win it 11-2. So Farmington wins 2 games, conference games, on this evening here in Clarksville, Arkansas, against the Panthers. It has been a great night for Cardinals baseball, and we've been glad to have a part in bringing it to you this evening. I've really enjoyed this. I haven't got to do it for about 35 years, so it's a lot of fun for me. Ron Petrie running the camera, doing a great job. Our numbers man, the only one of us who understands those numbers, is our numbers man, our statistician, the great the great Coach Brad Vinson. You talk to any little leaguer who ever played for him, and they'll tell you he's great. So we'll leave you right there, folks. And the Cardinals have added a game this week, by the way. And I don't remember who it's against. It's Thursday night. We're playing Shiloh, and it's at Farmington, right? And it's a 5 o'clock game. It'd just be one game or a doubleheader with junior varsity. Probably a JV game too, varsity game and a JV game. So that's going to be Thursday night. It's a late addition to the schedule. Don't forget about that. And then Friday the Cardinals go on the road and play down at Fort Smith, I think against Northside. Is that right? Fort Smith, Northside, or one of those Fort Smiths. Anyway, you can look at your schedule and find that out. Look on the website and find it. I think it is against Northside, but I'm not 100% certain. And if Coach Ron's wife was standing over here, she could tell us, and we could just tell you right now. Or Southside. Which one? It's Northside. It's going to be Northside. Farmington will travel down there to play a 7A school, and that should be a lot of fun. So we'll see you Thursday, and hope you have a great week. Good evening, folks. Now we're not streaming.